I'm Sophia. I'm a senior and I have a page here, and I'm going to teach you how to cover both soft and hard books. Okay. Alright, so we are going to cover a hardcover book, and the way you can tell it's a hardcover book is because underneath this cover there's a hard, and it also has the plastic covering on top. So when you get a hardcover book, you'll get it from a shelf over there. But after you grab it, you can bring it to the table. And underneath here, there are several drawers and where to get, and they're labeled on where to get the individual covers. So this is a fairly small book, so I'm going to go into this drawer. And what I do is I'll typically take the cover off of the book, and I'll kind of look through here and see which one might fit best. You do want to get as close to the actual size as you can. So I wouldn't go too big because then it just gets harder for you. Let's try this one. We can cut while this gets figured out. Nope, this one works. We're gonna do this one. So after you've decided which one to do, I typically grab my cover and I pull this back and I kind of just stuff. Rough. There's always room for details later. Right now you just want to get it in the cover. So after this, I flip it over and I get a good look at where I'm at in the process. The goal is to have no white of this white paper showing in the back. So originally I'll look at this and I'll kind of start by just getting rid of all air within the cover itself, and then I'll pull back this part on the top and kind of stuff. I kind of push down, and then I'll keep one hand right here so that I have a way to stop air, and then I kind of push up from here. And I'll push it out through the entire thing, and now there's no more white over here, so now I kind of move down the book. So I'll push this back, and I'm going to move this part down. Same process, push, and then push, 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 push. Depending on the book and how difficult it wants to be, you can find that this takes longer, and it's kind of a back and forth process right here. But eventually, after you've done it a couple of times, the book stays. Not all the time, but most of the time the book will stay. I'm going to do it one time, just like that. We'll cut out the waiting parts. All right, so I'm happy with the way this looks. So now I'm going to give it a little flip, and now we get to see this part. So again, our goal is to get rid of all the white parts. So we're going to take the top of it and we're going to fold it down to about this length so that it's still covering most of the back, but it's now, I guess, not covering. You can see the white. So now I'm just going to make sure that everything is kind of set. And I'm going to take this plastic cover and I start from the middle. So I'll start from the middle and push down as much as I can with my finger and kind of do this, and then make sure it's folded down everywhere. Some people would use this, which we call the bone, to kind of lay this down. I always find that I trust my fingers more than anything else. It gives me the most control. So then I place my first piece of tape. Now I'm going to continue to go down, and for a lot of books, you'll end up putting 2 to 3 pieces, more like 3, but it's once you get to bigger books, you can tend to put more just to make sure that it's secure. And then, ta-da, we have an almost covered book. So now, we still have to get rid of some white. So this is a problem. So we grab our scissors, and we're going to cut out this white part. Kind of look at it. You can, if you press down, you can see whether the white will show through. That side's good. This side, actually, we can cut this part out because I don't think I put too much to the side, but that's a quick fix. Okay, now that we have our actual book cover covered, we now take the actual book back. So we'll orient it to how the book is normally, so you can just check that. And I'll just basically place this kind of where it was before. I typically pull this out, grab this, and fold it how the book was originally. Flip it over. And now it looks like it's covered, but we have one more step to do, which means taping the cover to the book itself. So we grab this specific tape, and we grab about 4 pieces. Make sure they're long enough so there's enough surface area to actually put the 2 and 2 together, but then don't waste all the tape. It's a happy medium. So now, I'm gonna kind of orient my tapes. So when I grab the book, I'm making sure that it's perfectly aligned with the cover itself. So about there. And then you take it kind of at an angle so it makes not really a triangle, more just like an angle, and you fold it underneath the cover itself to actually attach to the book. Then you'd grab this side and do the same thing, and then you close the book, and then it's much more, more flat and less just everywhere. And you do that to both sides. And this is our finished book, perfectly covered. You can always check your work to see if there's no extra plastic on the top, or if you open the book, you can't see any white on this side. And if it's nice and flat, and you can, it's done.